so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Jeremiah Smith could be disappointed after not being a Heisman finalist last season for Ohio State. But all he did is get back to work, keep his head down, and have an unbelievable summer. He's looking better than ever, and we as college football fans are lucky that we get to watch the best player in the country one more season for the Buckeyes. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Huskers kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this context.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front, because they're not always getting five-star talent, but
maybe a crease. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Looking down the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a backseat to anybody in the country. Starting the year #1 is a great thing. That means you got talent. But how do you take this season, and how do you take step one today?
And that's the job of the coaches, I think, is to deliver the message to your team. You've got
deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Jackson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. No room to run, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Here's Sayin to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Sayin from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's picked up 49 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Going for 6. Touchdown, Nebraska! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your work.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to throw. It's Calandria. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the grab in their space. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Zayin unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside. It's Rodgers. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Going deep. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback flexibility to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let it.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Makes the grab over the middle. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got rid of it just in time.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find... Caught, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskers.
Man, how...
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Flying down the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The run inside. It's Ives. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Calandria. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Throw it, say it. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Jackson.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Trying to impose their will with the run. Makes one man miss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Say it. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's looking deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Crosses to 40. Turns it on in midfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Time to take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 14 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The give on the option. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go play action with Sayin. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Buys a little time with his feet. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Fires complete on the crosser. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Huskers in the hurry up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to him on the ground. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! That one. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sayin. Oh,